Dude, it is early. I was just woken up due to my phone going off with alerts telling me, hey STIX, you know that game, Chrono Odyssey, that you've covered a couple times over the last year or two? Yeah, well, they finally revealed a full in-game trailer. Things have changed, and you have to take a look. So I got up out of bed. I don't have any pants on. Admittedly, I rarely do. And here we are. Now, for those of you that are unaware, Chrono Odyssey was announced a couple years ago, and the form it is now taken is drastically different to the form it was announced in. And what I mean by that is, this is a game that was announced by the same studio that developed Grand Saga. Grand Saga is a PC mobile cross-platform MMO. Chrono Odyssey was announced years ago as a mobile PC cross-platform MMO as well, but over the last couple years they have overhauled that, removed the mobile crossplay functionality, and instead changed the direction of the game so that it is now PC and console cross-platform. There is no mobile functionality. This is not releasing on mobile in any capacity. This is a full quality PC console MMO, and I am incredibly excited for that because mobile functionality promises a very certain type of quality. Now, the first trailer was released years ago and was very pre-rendered, didn't really show much in terms of the game. However, as of 47 minutes ago, yes, I am really that dedicated to covering MMOs. The official YouTube channel and the PlayStation channel, IGN, everywhere have covered this game. Before we go any further, I just want to take a moment here to thank all of our incredible patrons. You guys allow me to continue to play games like this for a living, and I can never truly repay that kindness. Also, if you're interested, I stream over on Twitch every single weekend. You should totally come on over and join me. Again, this is not their first MMO. Grand Saga actually made headlines and set records in Korea for a cross-platform MMO. Grand Saga ultimately ended up being one of, if not the highest quality, most active, highest grossing Korean cross-platform MMO. So, that should speak volumes about this game. And admittedly, this immediately kind of has a striking resemblance to Arcade and Black Desert, graphically. Except for the combat. If I'm being entirely honest with you, the combat looks very eerily similar to Elden Ring. Alright, so we still don't see a UI, but at the same time, this isn't a mobile game, so it can't be horrible. But the combat itself looks good, it really does. It doesn't, look overly flashy, like trailers tend to make the combat look. It looks kind of slow and impactful, like your abilities actually have an impact. And I think the slower kind of combat style feels good. I'm gonna be honest. That thing looks like it's a giant... Its head looks like a fucking stingray. Oh, that looks cool. interesting. For a Korean MMO, the character models don't look as they don't look as, I don't know, like I half expected them to look like, I don't know, genre defining from a big, because this game has a lot of funding, like more funding than Black Desert. But I'm actually kind of glad that they don't have graphics that are better than Black Desert. I'd rather them focus on the game than the combat. Admittedly, that looked actually pretty good. Now, this is developed by NPixel. They are the studio behind Grand Saga, as I noted. This looks like it's coming out onto Steam, onto the PS5 and the Xbox Series. Now, navigating on over to their website, it actually doesn't tell us much. It just has a lot of lore and history about the game, history about various different factions that are present within the game. Now, there is a very large focus with regards to Chrono Odyssey on time. How the game supposedly takes place in a multitude of different timelines, or that you possess the unique ability to travel through time. I don't know what kind of impact that is ultimately going to have on the game. Nevertheless, that does provide us with a potentially very large world, because it is a world set in different times. That could ultimately make the game feel very dead, because, I mean, that is a very grandiose statement to make. That is a very grandiose kind of game to create. Chrono Odyssey was originally supposed to come out back in 2022. I do not see a release date on their website. I did not see a release date in their trailer. I wouldn't expect the game to come out in 2023, but given the activity on their Twitter, the fact that they have a full gameplay trailer released, I would expect some kind of test phase to take place in 2023. Maybe they'll surprise us and release it. I don't know. This is coming out globally, and as you could tell, the gameplay is entirely action combat, which I'm sure that a lot of people are going to be happy with, given the state that Throne and Liberty is in and the kind of reception that Throne and Liberty has had thus far. For those of you that aren't aware, of course, the autoplay, the lack of true action combat, the state of the game right now is an absolute mess. But Chrono Odyssey is not NCSoft. They have a great history releasing games, non-NFT, non-blockchain, so it definitely has potential to possibly be one of 2023 or 2024's biggest surprise hits. Now, if you want more info on Chrono Odyssey, then stay tuned. I will be continuing to cover this like I do all MMOs. Or alternatively, I got you covered with 2 different videos on screen right now. One featuring a list of MMOs releasing this month, the other featuring another MMO that I totally think you should take a look at that you might also be interested in.